Good morning. Thank you, and my name is Jason Mrochek. I'm the co-founder and executive director of the Fire Coalition. And before I start, I just want to say, take a moment to say thank you to Rob and Vincent, one of the other co-founders of Fire Coalition, for putting this together, and for all the other speakers and patriots here I know who are spending tireless and endless hours trying to maintain the sovereignty of our nation. Now, many years ago, I swore an oath of service when I received my commission as an officer in the United States Army. In that oath, I swore to support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. It's the same oath that you will hear public servants from the President all the way down to local sheriffs swear. And there's a reason that we swear an oath to the Constitution to defend it. It is the law that binds us together. It provides for our prosperity and it provides for our security. So, what does an enemy to the Constitution look like? Do they all wear suicide bomber vests? Or do they all call us the Great Satan? Or for that matter, do they all even declare open war on us? The answer to all of these is no. Enemies, both foreign and domestic, come in various shapes and sizes and various characteristics, but there's one thing that they all have in common. An enemy to our nation is one that will stop at nothing to destroy us using whatever means necessary. Now, that destruction does not necessarily need to be physical destruction or annihilation. That destruction can be politically. Now, I take, for example, the communists. The communists were very successful in overthrowing governments all across the world. But they used fear, intimidation, and political speech. Now, by way of comparison, I want to draw your attention to our so-called friendly neighbor to the south, Mexico. The Mexican government in recent years has handed out pamphlets to aid illegal alien invaders in gaining services here in the United States and how to avoid law enforcement officers. The Mexican government has also sent their leaders here to encourage illegal immigration and vow to oppose any efforts for U.S. immigration enforcement in the United States. They have also lobbied our government for more amnesties, which will further burden our economy and will further threaten the safety of our citizens. So, the final thing that they've been doing recently, as Larry mentioned, is they've been setting up Mobile Mexican Consular giveaway days, where they will hand out identification that is absolutely of no use to somebody who is a legal resident of this country. Because a legal resident has a passport, or a visa, or a green card. Now, these Matricula cards can be used to then further enable them to get more services, such as opening bank accounts, lines of credit, applying for credit cards. They can get in-state tuition or even driver's licenses, which will then further allow them to register to vote. Now, when another country is actively subverting my Constitution and the laws of my country, then they have just squarely placed themselves in the category of a foreign enemy. That is an enemy that I swore an oath to defend against. That is an enemy who is creating a clear and present danger to our nation. So what do we do about it? Well, first of all, the Mexican government is clearly in violation of several articles of the Vienna Convention, on consular relations, including Article 4, Article 5, subparagraph M, and Article 55, which states that consular personnel have a duty to, quote, respect the laws and regulations of the receiving state and a duty not to interfere in the internal affairs of the state, end quote. Now, on a broader scale, the Mexican government is in collusion with other organizations that are based here in the United States that are also subverting our laws. Organizations such as the United States Chamber of Commerce, the Mexican American Legal Defense Fund, or the National Council of the Race. All of these organizations are acting as agents of the Mexican government and getting the United States corporations to actually change their policies to be friendly to the illegal alien invaders. Now, since 2004, the Fire Coalition has been very active in fighting against these corporations who are turning a blind eye to the illegal status of their employees and their customer base in order to turn a higher profit. Now, our projects at the Fire Coalition are focused on ending the invasion of illegal aliens to this country. Projects like WeHireAliens.com, which has the largest database of employers who are hiring illegal aliens. Right now, as it stands, there's over 4,000 4,000 employers from 49 states listed on our website. Or projects like OperationBankrupt.com, which in one day closed down more than $1 million at just one branch of Bank of America. And in the rest of the country, there was 20 different demonstrations where we closed even more accounts. Or projects like America First Boycott, the coalition's official listing of companies that every American should be boycotting for having anti-American stances in their corporations. Now, our corporate citizens need to be for sovereignty over sales. They need to be for constitution over corporation. They need to be for principle over profit. Our citizens demand no less. Now, the Fire Coalition will stand with our partners at every attempt by the Mexican government and their agents to subvert our laws and to tell them, no, you can't. So we hope you'll join us in this fight. Thank you, and God bless.